Hey everyone, welcome back to the Twelfth Man Show. And for today's episode, we have a special guest on the show. Not simply because of the fact that he's a footballer, but because of the story he's lived. He used to work multiple jobs in order to ensure that his family was safe and supported, and in order to make sure that his football career took off. This included, by the way, a night shift at a call center. He's played at some of the biggest clubs in Indian football, including Mohun Bagan and Kerala Blasters. And now he's finally got the opportunity to play with none other than Sunil Chhetri. Please welcome to the show for the first time an I League winner, Pratik Chaudhari. Let's go back to where this journey began. From what I understand, you were born in Mumbai, which is
Yeah.
the city of dreams. So, what's your earliest memory of kicking around a football?
Uh, I was in eighth standard, eighth
Okay.
grade, and that is when I started playing football with my friends, with my school friends.
Okay.
So at that time, it was just the beginning. So I just, uh, but it used to be a PT class. So during a PT class, we used to go down at the pitch, the ground, and we used to play just normal football.
Yeah.
But then later we started liking it. Then we, a group of friends, we thought that we'll go and participate in the school team, and then we'll start representing for the school team. So we did that, and then when I started playing for the school and started playing the inter-school matches,
Yeah.
then the love for the game, then it started increasing, and that is where I started loving it more. And that is when was it was the beginning of me actually loving this game and getting into football.
That's interesting. So, did you ever have did you ever join some coaching classes or something, or was it just through your school team or your inter-school tournaments that you played football?
Well, at the beginning it was just the school team I started, but then later on there was a coach in my locality where I stay in Chembur in Mumbai,
Okay.
Mr. Patrick,
Yeah.
Mr. Andre Jude Patrick. So he was a coach. So he was the one who, started giving us coaching, and I can say that he's my first coach, and he's the one who's helped me become a footballer and helped me and to teach me how to kick the ball and how to do things how things are done as a player as a how your position what you're supposed to do or with the ball without the ball. So
Yeah.
he was the one who guided us in being a footballer.
That's great. So,
Yeah.
did you want to sort of pursue the sport professionally from day one, or was it something else that led you to this decision?
No, at the beginning, though, when I started playing this, I never knew that I was going to turn pro as a footballer.
Yeah.
But yeah, once I started playing this and when I started loving this, then I thought, yeah, this is exactly what I want to do.
Yeah.
So, over the years, the craze, the love for the game, it went increasing. It kept growing and growing.
Yeah.
And then from playing from my school teams, I started playing for my coach's team, which used to play in the third division
Yeah.
of the Mumbai League, Mumbai division. It's called the Mumbai District Football Association. So we started
Okay.
playing there. We there was a guy. I remember there was a cup called Sujicho. We won the tournament, and then our coach used to take us all places, Mr. Patrick, sorry, used to take us all the places and used to make us participate in all the local tournaments so that we could get playing time.
Yeah.
We
More
could
experience. Yeah.
more experience, and we
Yeah.
could learn things. Uh, so winning and losing wasn't the factor what he was focusing on. His main focus was on the boys should get playing time.
And get better.
So better and
Yeah.
better, yeah.
Yeah.
Learn from the games.
Yeah.
So that is where we started becoming, we group of friends, we started becoming more focused towards football. And then later
Yeah.
I thought, when I kept playing it later, it was like, at some point it came to my mind that, yeah, this is something which I really love, and this is something which I want to do in my life.
So more
So
than something you just thought about from day one, this was more like falling in love with the sport as you played more, and then
yeah,
you decided to try and pursue this thing professionally, and fortunately it paid off, and you've had a wonderful career. So
yeah.
how
Thank you
how
so much.
difficult was it to pursue your dream of becoming a professional footballer? Because from what I read, you used to handle a job as at a call center as well, which was the night shift, and you used to work at Union Bank of India, and then you used to play football. So that's a lot of work.
Yeah, so basically that time, even now, there are teams in the Mumbai League.
Yeah.
So the top division of the Mumbai League is called the Elite Division.
Okay.
So in the Elite Division, there are many teams, many public sector teams like Bank of India, Union Bank of India,
Okay.
and RCF, and there are a lot of teams which used to play. So when I was playing for the third division, obviously I wanted to, increase my level, and I wanted to go ahead, and I wanted to play in the better leagues,
Yeah.
elite league. So then we went for trials. I went for trials, and I got selected for Bank of India. So I used to play there on stipend. They used to pay me on stipend
Okay.
basis monthly. So yeah, a couple of years I played there, and then I played for Union Bank. And
Okay.
call center was a different story altogether, because it was because of the family reasons, like some financial issues. I had to work. I had to make sure that I had to get, I need to get going. I need to work. Otherwise it
But
would have been
it's
difficult.
it's it's extremely
So
commendable because becoming a footballer, like, it requires 100% focus. But here you are, managing a night shift and pursuing your dream, which is something that people will definitely look up to. So that's insane, man. Hats off. And
yeah, even when I look up to it now, even when I think about those days, I really think, I really feel, nice thinking that, what days those were, where,
yeah,
it was a struggle time, definitely, but, I enjoyed every bit of it, every day, even when I was working at the call center, and when coming back home and getting ready for training and going back to training, and, doing what I love to do the most. So, yeah, it was an amazing time, one of the special moments of my career, I can say. There's a turning point.
definitely inspiring. So oh, just wanted to ask, have you played Santosh Trophy, or you haven't had the opportunity?
Well, you'll be surprised. Have never played Santosh Trophy,
You haven't?
and I've never played Santosh Trophy. I've never played any nationals. I wanted to play,
Yeah.
but like I said, I was working at a call center, so I couldn't, be at the trials and travel outside. I couldn't take offs like that. Ki I will go for 7, 8 days. Like for Santosh Trophy camps, you have to be there. There used to be double sessions in Cooperage, and then
Yeah.
once you get selected, you have to travel with the team for
Yeah.
matches. So it wasn't possible for me. So I was just playing for my elite division team, Union Bank.
Yeah.
I used to train, I used to play matches, and I used to work. So
Fair,
yeah,
fair.
this is how I used to.
Are you still eligible to play Santosh Trophy, or it doesn't matter anymore?
No, I've heard that the rules have changed now.
Okay.
I've heard that Santosh Trophy is only eligible for under 23 players, and I'm
Okay.
no more under 23. So,
Okay. Fair.
but
So
it's time to play for India, my friend. So,
yeah, yeah. That's coming soon, I'm sure.
yeah,
So one other thing is that I wanted to know is, okay, so India, when you look at careers, right? People either sort of move into the direction of, I'll become an engineer, I'll become a, let's say, lawyer, doctor, I'll join my
yeah,
family business. So,
Hmm.
of course, if when you think about sports now, first it was only cricket, and now football is becoming a more viable career option, like day by day. So, was it like how difficult was it to convince your parents, or was it something they supported you? Was it like they supported your decision to become a professional footballer?
Uh, well, to be honest, at the beginning it was difficult
Okay.
uh, because, like you just said, most of the parents in India, during my time, like
Yeah.
I'm talking about like 10, 15 years from now. So the most of the parents in India, they are not aware about, having a proper career in sports. The only people see, people used to see cricket. Yeah, if you're a cricket player, then you're earning good. Otherwise, there's no other sport which can make your career or you can make a career out of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and plus the family's condition wasn't that great. So I had to work. So my parents, just like every other parent, my parents were not aware about a career in sports because they never knew that there is a career that you can make out of football, that you can
Yeah.
play professionally and you can earn money. So they didn't knew that at that point of time. So it was at the beginning it was difficult for them to support because it was difficult for them to understand
Yeah.
those things. But then later when they got to know, when I got selected for the I League team, uh, Air India. That
Air
was my
India.
first
Yeah.
professional
Yeah.
contract. Yeah, and when they got to know that I will be getting paid enough, the same amount or maybe more, which I'm getting paid in while I was working at a call center.
Yeah.
So yeah, so they were relaxed. They were assured कि चलो ठीक है. He was struggling for this. He always loved this to do, and finally he's getting paid the same thing or even more. What he wants to do in
Yeah.
life. So yeah, so why not support? So since that day, everyone was very supportive, and yeah, uh, everything was good. But it wasn't like they were against it while I was
Yeah.
playing. It
It's
was
just
just
that
that
you had to show them that, hey, this is
yeah,
an actual career option and I'm actually doing well.
yeah, I
You
had to
had to
make it
show them
happen.
rather
Yeah,
than
I had
just
to make it
saying that,
happen. Yeah.
let me become a footballer and then not backing it up with your actions. So,
Yeah, because they couldn't do much because, like I said, if the situation is good enough, then
yeah.
it is a different story. Then they would say, "Ki, "ठीक है, you do whatever you want to." But
Yeah.
it wasn't that great, so I had to I had to be a bit responsible and take care of things and start working.
Yeah.
So that is why they were a bit concerned ki I should be doing because I'm the eldest. So
Yeah.
as parents they wanted me to make something good out of my career, whatever I'm doing. So yeah,
That's fair.
once
Fair.
I started playing Air India, then it was all good.
So now that you've mentioned Air India, what got you to Air India? Was it a scout? Were you playing some tournament? How did that happen? What's the story?
uh, there's a story behind it. I don't know whether you have read about it, but I am sure that you'll laugh a bit. Like I wasn't a center back earlier.
Okay.
When I was playing for Union Bank and Bank of India, I used to play midfield,
Okay.
sometimes an attacking midfielder or a striker.
Yeah.
So there was one day when we had a practice game against Air India, and a friendly game. Like Air India was preparing for the I League games. There were I League matches going on, and Union Bank, we had a. It was early part of the season. I think it was May or June, and our Union Bank coach he wanted to make the team for the coming season.
Yeah.
So he had kept trials. So there were many boys who had come for trials.
Yeah.
So it was like a preparation for both the teams. Air India
Yeah.
is preparing for the I League, and Union Bank is preparing to make a good team.
Yeah.
Having trials.
Yeah.
So on that fine day when we had a practice match with them, our stoppers, our centre backs, they had not come to play. And considering that it was a big match, like of obviously match with one of the best teams of Mumbai,
Yeah.
so the coach didn't wanted to try anyone and test the newcomers to play at the centre back. So
Yeah.
he asked me that will you play as a centre back today
Center back.
because our stoppers had not have not come.
Yeah.
So I said, yeah, fine, I'm okay. I will play. So I played, and I can say that it was a good day for me there. Good day at office, and the coach liked it. The coach of Air India, they liked it. Mr. Godfrey Pereira and Santosh Kashyap and Tony sir all were there present. So they liked it, and they called me after the game, and they asked me my whereabouts. What do you do? And the second thing was, like, are you interested to play for Air India? So the moment they said it, it was, one of the happiest days of my life, because that is what I always wanted, to be a professional footballer, to be in a professional setup, to be in a professional team, and do what you love to do. So yeah, there was no second thought. There was just a big yes, because I was very happy that day, and I said yes. And then when they said, okay, when they'll be preparing the team for the next season, because the season was about to get over. So
Okay.
when they're preparing for the next season, they'll call me,
Yeah.
and that is what happened. They called me for the next season to join the senior team. And the moment I got a call, I had put down my papers where I was working at the call center, and the turning point began from there. I turned from an amateur to pro uh, from Air
That's
India.
That's amazing. Like when you're talking about that story, I even like I mean, of course, not in a professional manner, but even I've been through that situation where a coach asks you that will you play out of position in a position that you haven't played. So I was just thinking about I was drawing parallels, and it just it's so exciting to hear that
Yeah,
you it wasn't the best opportunity, but you're like, you know what, I'll just play because I really want to play, and then you play at that position, and then turns out you have an amazing game, and then I think everything just turns around. So that's really interesting.
exactly. Yeah, because I never thought something like that would happen. I was just there to play a match because I wanted to play.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course, I wanted to get into the big team, and of course, I
yeah,
wanted to perform better. But I never thought that on that day before entering the pitch that I will be playing as a center back, and I would make,
yeah,
and that it would go good. I never thought that. The whistle blew, and we played the game, uh, and we lost the game. We
yeah,
didn't win that game, obviously, because Air India was an I League team, and they had much better players than us. And plus, we had a lot of trials player who had come. But
yeah.
the coach, the one who saw the Air India coaches, they saw something, and then you know uh, they called me and they said, "Would you play?" And I was surprised that I had never played center back professionally. For the Union Bank team, I always used to play as a midfielder or a defensive midfielder, something like that. And all of a sudden, you're getting called up by a big team, playing, uh, you know, center back. For me
So
to
from that
play as
point
a center
on,
back,
you've always been a
I've
center
done as
back.
I've been a center back, yeah, a center back or a defensive midfielder, like
Okay,
anywhere in the defense. Like,
okay. So
yeah,
you've had a career that has taken you to clubs across the country, and two names
yes,
that definitely stand out would be Kerala Blasters and Mohun Bagan,
yeah.
and two clubs known for their passionate fans. So how was the feeling of playing in two electrifying atmospheres? What was sort of the difference between them?
Well, I was very happy. It was one of the proud things that you say, that when you're playing for a club like Mohun Bagan,
Yeah,
when they called, and when I got to know that they were interested in me and they wanted to sign. So just like I said earlier, like there was no second thought. There was nothing to
yeah,
think about when a big club's calling you. And I just had to say yes, and I took the opportunity. And the time was amazing. I didn't have a big spell there. I think I was there for 1.5 years, but
yeah,
yeah, whatever time I was there, I loved it. We were champions,
yeah.
the I League champions that year, and yeah, it was amazing. It was a great learning. It was a great experience there in Mohun Bagan. got to understand the fan craze and the demand that the fans have from their team, what they
Yeah.
expect from their players. It was just amazing. It took my mindset to another level. That what exactly I am supposed to be doing if I am a player at such a club, Mohun Bagan, and the same goes with Kerala Blasters. Like
Yeah.
it was my first ISL club. I always wanted to get into the ISL, and when I got this opportunity, when they called me and when they were interested, uh, I was just like, I wanted to enjoy my game. I wanted to enjoy my time here because I knew Kerala is a place where people love football most.
Yeah. Yeah.
You would always see when I don't know if you remember like at the beginning when the ISL started,
Yeah.
eh, for all the matches, the Kerala stadium used to be packed.
Fact. Yeah.
60, 70 thousand odd fans, there in the stadium watching games.
Yeah.
So it was a different feeling, and I had never played in front of such a huge crowd.
Yeah.
60, 70,000. Mohun Bagan, yeah, I have. It is a different thing. 20, 20, but 60, 70,000. When you see a stadium full of yellow,
People. Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
yellow sea, yeah. So it was different. But I had a mindset that I have to do my job and enjoy the game, enjoy what I love to do. And yeah, that is what I just kept doing. And
And the pressure because of fans would also have been massive, right? Of course, Mohan Bagan is the biggest club in Indian football because of its rich culture and everything. And
yeah,
Kerala Blasters, as you rightly said, they have this amazingly passionate fan base. So is
mm,
it like does the pressure go up significantly because you're playing in front of such passionate and loud fans?
yeah, definitely the pressure goes up. But one thing I have learned out of this game is that, or maybe this game has taught me that the more the pressure, the more it keeps you on your toes to
Yeah,
do well, do better, perform better. So I
yeah,
had never let that pressure affect my uh, my playing or my game. I've always made sure that the pressure is there, so it is good. It has always kept me on my toes, and always I've always made sure that I should be working hard to
yeah,
deal with this pressure and try and perform better and become better every day.
yeah. Fair.
So yeah, this pressure has definitely helped.
So you like you mentioned you were champions and you had the good fortune of lifting the I League title.
Hmm.
So what's that feeling like?
It was amazing. To be honest, I didn't play the I League matches then because the team kept winning.
Yeah.
Sanjay Sen was the coach at Mohun Bagan when we won the championship. Uh, so initially, Subhash Bhomik sir, he was the one who recruited me at Mohun Bagan, but then
Okay.
later on, Sanjay Sen joined at the earlier of at the beginning of the season, and something happened that something unfortunate that I got an injury on my foot
Yeah.
at that time, so it took a bit time to recover. And by the time I could recover and I could get ready, the team was already set and we kept winning matches.
Yeah.
So the coach had told me ki, he wanted to play me, but he said he can't change the winning combination because the
Yeah.
team is winning and there's nothing that he can do. So I was, it was amazing to see, even if I didn't play matches there, it was amazing for me to see how the team did so well, and the team was so good and so
Yeah.
competitive, and
And it
it
was
was
also a
just a
close
good luck.
season. It was also a
Close
close
season,
season, right?
exactly. Yeah,
Bengaluru
at the
was
big,
just two
yeah,
points
yeah,
behind you
yeah.
guys.
Yeah, and
So
the fight was a decider game at the end. If
yeah.
we just had to take a draw, and Bengaluru had to win,
Yeah.
and become the champion. But we made it.
Yeah.
All the hard
Hopefully you
work
can do that
paid
with
off.
Bengaluru this season.
Yeah, that's the aim. That's the goal.
So, like you said, Kerala Blasters was your first ISL club, and you played in the I League as well. So, what has been the difference in terms of I don't know, the professionalism or just the way things are conducted between I League and ISL? Do you think there's a difference or no?
Well, this is a bit controversial kind of a thing, which I would rather say that these are they're two different leagues. Obviously, I League has given me a platform,
Okay.
uh, and that is where I've started my career.
Okay.
So it was really great playing in the I League.
Okay.
But ISL has changed the football scenario in a whole different way,
Okay.
like it wasn't before. Like people have started watching games, people have started loving the game,
Yeah.
and now I can see more viewers and friends and families actually watching the sport more. And definitely it has helped the players as well to
Yeah.
become better, considering the kind of the amount of foreign players coming in, the kind of
Yeah.
quality foreign players coming in. You're getting to learn from those foreign players
Yeah.
every day, day in and day out, in training and in matches. When you play along with better players, better foreigners, it definitely helps you a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I feel both had their own
Merits. Yeah.
specialities, but
Yeah.
ISL
Fair.
has definitely helped, to as a player. For me personally, I would say it has
Yeah.
definitely helped me a lot to
Fair. So
become a better player.
you've played at a lot of clubs, so of course that's a lot of coaches as well. So
Yes.
which coach do you feel helped you grow the most as a player? Who took you to
uh,
the next level in terms of your performances and in terms of confidence and everything?
well, I think that I have always learned something or the other from each and every coach. I
Okay.
cannot just single out and that this is the man or this is the coach who has actually helped me to get on to another level.
Okay.
I have learned good things. I have learned the things which I shouldn't be doing. I've learned everything in so far, which has made me understand the game and made me understand football more better. So
Yeah.
every coach there was something or the other to learn
Okay.
since my first coach, Mr. Jude Patrick, till
Yeah.
the coach here at Bengaluru. I always keep learning something or the other. So yeah, everyone has helped me out to uh, become a better player.
So now, of course, you have the good fortune of playing with the legend himself, Sunil Chhetri.
Yeah.
How excited are you? Have you played with Chhetri before?
I have played against him a lot of time,
Okay.
but this is the first time I'll be playing with him in the same team. So yeah, for me it is a big thing playing with the captain,
Yeah.
playing with the legend himself. So I will be looking forward to it, and want to do better and try my best to help the team to win matches.
I've had the sort of good fortune of working with Chetri on a couple of shoots for our fantasy football app, and I mean the amount
Yeah,
of time I've spent with him, he's just such a nice guy. He
yeah,
works hard even on the shoots. He wants to contribute in any way he can,
yeah.
and
He's a top guy.
yeah, I'm sure training with him would be like a dream.
Yeah, training like he he leads by an example. Like the way
Yeah,
he is, he's a captain of the country, and he leads by it. And training, every training session since the day I have joined, I have seen him always being very serious about the training sessions,
yeah,
and he's always very helpful, very approachable,
yeah,
and competitive. So these are some things which which you can't see in any of the in every player. Like he's something, he's at I think 36 or 37,
yeah.
but still he has maintained himself to be at the top and be the best player in India, which is I think something really amazing, something commendable. So huge respect for him as a player, as a captain, as a legend. And can only learn things from him,
Yeah.
which I'm doing, and I hope to grow more uh, playing around him.
And we surely hope that you can play with him for the national team as well, and hopefully super soon as well. So best of luck for this season.
That's the target. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Thank you
And
so much, brother.
what so we are coming towards the end of the interview. So
Yeah.
you of course worked extremely hard in the early days to build a career that you've built. So
Hmm.
what would you recommend to the kids watching this video who aspire to be professional footballers in India? Because now football is like we talked about, it's a genuine career option. But
Hmm.
if it becomes a genuine career option, then it also becomes a lot more competitive, because now a lot more kids also want to get in. So
Hmm.
what would your top three suggestions be to the kids watching the show?
Uh, Top three. Uh, I would love like things that I have done. I will just say those things which I
Yeah,
have done and which I have experienced.
yeah,
One thing is hard work. You got to work hard. One thing is, and the second is dream big. You got to dream big if you want to achieve something. If you want to play at the highest of the level in India, and if you want to go abroad, you have to dream big. You
yeah,
have to work hard for it. And third is that you have to be disciplined about it.
yeah,
Disciplined uh, about your work, your hard work, and things that you do to achieve your dreams. Like for example, you've got to eat right, you've got to sleep right, you've got to work right. Like when you're training, you have to train smartly. It doesn't mean working hard. It means that you run 10 rounds, 20 rounds, and you feel that you've done hard work. No, that's not the case. You've got to work in a proper way and work smartly in order to reach where you want to go. So yeah, these three things: dream big, work
work
hard for
hard.
your dreams, and discipline. Stay disciplined.
Thank you so much. So that's extremely helpful. And just one last thing,
Yeah,
in
sure.
one word, what does football mean to you?
Life.
Life.
Without football, yeah, without football is life. Yeah, without football, that's the only word that comes into my head because I don't think so. I would be anything without football. I don't know what would I be doing without football. So without football, I would be nothing. I would be into the army or something. But yeah, for me, football is life.
No, man, this call was super inspiring for me personally as well, and I'm sure people watching this would enjoy this equally. Congratulations on everything you've done so far, and best of luck for everything you. I'm sure you guys will achieve something good this season with the team you have at Bengaluru. Best of luck,
Yeah.
and hopefully you get into the national team this year as well. So yeah, thanks for the call, man.
Thank you so much, brother, and thank you so much for having me on this call and giving me the opportunity to speak out. Uh, Thanks a lot.
You've had a wonderful story. I'm sure people will draw inspiration from it, because the very fact that you've worked hard, and like you mentioned early on, you actually, to support your dream, you worked on a lot of other things to make sure it happened. And that's why, when like the advice you gave towards the end, that makes a lot more sense, because you provided examples earlier on in the interview. So I'm sure this is something people take away a lot from.
Yeah, I hope so.
All right,
Anyways, thank you so much. Thank you so
that's
much,
the end.
brother. Yeah,
Best of luck. Thanks a lot.
yeah.
Bye.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, brother.
Bye.
Bye.